Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. It's the Utah Jazz coming to this one following a loss. Traps in the tray. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And it's Houston on the break. Pass to Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Allen slams it in.
And this is why you feed the big fella Allen on the inside. With his size, he is a major threat anywhere around that hoop.
Thompson surveying the floor. And Davis sends it back. In transition, here come the Jazz. And Thompson gets it to go.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
Thompson in the corner. Here's the three. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's the Jazz's ball. Oh, look at that play right there!
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. It's into the game. First quarter basketball. Giddy, no good. Point lead. In the corner, Bull with it. It's tipped. And stolen by Thompson. And then Hield with the dunk.
As a larger guard, Hield can get up with the big boys.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Hield outside. Back to Thompson. Now here's Hield. Stolen by Thompson. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz, trailing by 4. Pass to Hield. 6 to shoot. The baseline J. Giddey, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And finished off by Davis.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
The screen from Thompson. Right wing. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Stolen by Thompson. In the corner, Bull with it. Three-pointer. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Back to Allen. All sorts of time. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson.
Team foul.
That's his first foul. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Kamare. Nice ball movement by Utah. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 5.
Anthony Davis.
And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Now Thompson. Back to Thompson. Pass to Bull. This one for 3. Utah with the rebound. Thompson in the corner. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bull. With 2 seconds left. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Rockets ahead. They lead by 1.
The Utah team. 14.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And Toppin throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Tice with the ball. Picked up by Davis. The shot by Thompson, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Pass to Davis. Off on the layup.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's a Kobe. Off target from outside. Thompson outside. Healed outside. That three off the mark. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. To the middle. Here's Tice. And Davis sends it back.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
And the Rockets making a change here. Shot clock at 6. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Here's Giddey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Free throw good from Giddey. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Here's Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Houston trails by 3. Thompson outside. Back to Thompson. There's the triple. Utah with the rebound. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Thompson outside. Thompson outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
That free throw good from Thompson. And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
And here's Thompson. He has 6. And slam dunk by Allen.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Puts up a 3. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
Back to Giddey. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Giddey's got 7 points here in this quarter. Allen outside. Back to Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. And then jammed down as he goes right over Amen Thompson.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Thompson. Pass to Toppin. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. And another three for Houston.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Wagner wide open. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at
you. A triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Allen inside. He's got 7. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. They get it back. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 9 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Timeout.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Utah with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Utah leading by 3. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got his first basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The screen from Thompson. It's Thompson off the drive. Kicks it out to Allen. They get it back. Ellis outside. Pass to Thompson. Another miss by Houston.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Here's Thompson. Here's Kamara. Goes back up. Sexton. Allen with the rebound.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Out to Thompson. Another miss by Houston.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 7. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here's Davis. And he converts the layup. Davis has got 6.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
Allen with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. Ellis wide open. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Ellis has got his second basket of the game. Davis drives in. It's stolen by Allen. The open look here for Sexton. A three-pointer is right on target. Sexton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Allen. And they pick up 2. He's got 9.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Back to Ellis. It's stolen by Hield. Down low. Here's Davis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Thompson inside the line. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's Davis. He's off on that one. Good D by Thompson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Back to Ellis. It's stolen by Davis. Thompson in the corner.
Rockets foul. Keelan Ellis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Sexton with it. 5 points in the game. Takes it inside. And Ball sends it back. And Davis gets it to go.
Anthony Davis.
And that's now 10 points for Anthony Davis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Thompson for the triple. Utah with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the double team with Allen. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And they double up Davis. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Sexton, no good. Houston trails by 9. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The Rockets with another miss. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Takes a 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. teams deciding to change it up. Houston trails by 9. Inside. Here's Thompson. Pass to Tice. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Tice has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
29 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's Gordon from outside. Sinks the triple. And the Jazz lead by 7. Thompson outside. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Josh Giddey.
First personal foul.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
6 seconds left in the third quarter. It could go. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Utah out in front, up 5.
52.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Zoelos will bring it up for Houston. Thompson outside for the 3. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And this is Thompson's shot, one of the most gifted outside shooters the NBA, the world has ever seen.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Jazz?
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Screen by Allen. Thompson outside. Pass to Thompson. 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Sexton with it. Jazz passing it around. Aldama with the ball. Right side, Sexton. For 3, Gordon. The Rockets pull it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And when healthy, Clay remains a dynamic player. Lights out scorer who often defends well.
Now Thompson. Thompson outside to take the lead. Offensive rebound. Allen goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Josh Giddey.
The size and strength of Allen is sometimes overwhelming for defenses, even when they try to rough him up.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pass to Davis. Back to Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Thompson.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Thompson outside. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Giddey. Knocked loose. Stolen by Ellis. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Davis. They kick out to Heel. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. The Jazz with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Nobody near Allen. A second chance effort. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And it's Davis missing. Houston in the lead. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Hield. Back to Thompson. Thompson outside. Back to Thompson. It's stolen by Hield. Here's the break. And Bull pulls it down. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Out to Thompson. Allen outside. Rocket 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:35 left in the game. Thompson outside. A 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
Who can forget? Clay has played in countless finals games. He is used to this pressure.
Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Pass to Allen. To the inside. Green by Allen. Here's Thompson. Tries again. Nice move. Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. And now Utah, fast break.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Green by Allen. Thompson in the post. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
It's the first that will put them up by 9. And so Thompson nails both of them.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability